Pleasure to meet you, sweetheart.
Zivoe focuses on tokenizing consumer credit portfolios within the U.S. unsecured lending market. What unique opportunities and risks do you see in this often overlooked segment, especially during times of economic stress?
Yeah, so what's amazing about Zivoe is that not only are we trying to disrupt an industry that's primed to be disrupted, right? Like, we're talking about people who don't have normal access to credit, while we're also giving people an opportunity across the world by democratizing credit. Like, we're giving people an access to U.S. credit market that they normally wouldn't have. The risk that we have is regulation and capital. So as long as we have those two, we would be able to fulfill our prophecy. The thing about what we try to do is we try to not only help people in a Web 2 regulated manner, but we actually try to help people in a Web 3 manner, right? Could you imagine being in Russia or in Bangladesh or in China and you have access to an institutional grade asset class that you normally wouldn't be able to have? So the risk behind it is not as risky as people would think because we have over 50 years of credit data that we could actually tap into. So we're not going to emerging markets right now. What we're doing is if we have the credit data to be able to underwrite the credit risk, then we will go in that jurisdiction. Otherwise, we would not touch that market until we're a little bit more sustainable. Does that help answer your question?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
In what ways does Zivoe use special purpose vehicles, enhance risk management and portfolio stability for tokenized consumer loan assets?
So basically, the SPV, the special purpose vehicle, is to be able to protect the protocol and the users and the retail. In the unlikely event of default, there is, like, we're taking a TradFi concept and moving it to DeFi, right? So basically what we do is we package a pool of consumer loans, we put it in an SPV, a special purpose vehicle, and then we tokenize that. In the unlikely event of default, the protocol will be able to have an account control agreement on it. So it's called the DACA, so that's why I started a little bit. But basically the protocol has a DACA on it, and if the Web 2 regulated entity blows up, they take it over, they service it, and they continue to get the yield. So basically we're protecting all the users to the best of our capability. It's not a 100% guarantee, but most people should be able to at least get their principal out in the unlikely event of a black swan event.
How is Zivoe navigating regulatory challenges specific to consumer credit and bringing real world tools?
So, as a founder, I'm also the attorney for the company and the clown that follows the circus. But my expertise is being able to navigate regulatory waters in any jurisdiction that I go through. So this is my third launch. This is my first project that I'm doing for myself and for our team. And as a regulatory compliance attorney, you always have to understand the local rules and the local regulations that apply to your protocol. So what we do is not only do myself do this, but I partner with local regulatory counsel to ensure that we manage effectively what we're supposed to.
Yeah, and the last question. As Zivoe plans to expand beyond the US, what considerations are you making regarding the differences in consumer credit markets and regulatory environments internationally?
So this is a global project for sure. The reason why we tap the US market first is because it's the 800-pound gorilla. In jurisdictions like APAC, like Australia, Latin America, Brazil, Romania, EU, UK, we would only target those jurisdictions and where we could actually underwrite the credit risk, how I said earlier. So we're not targeting emerging markets yet. We'd like to focus on the credit-worthy jurisdictions first, so that way we could effectively manage our risk rating with our company. Does that make sense?